Hello everyone, this is your side speaking. Today we're here with a quick little video. Um, Today I want to go over the design for my new map design that I'm what I'm thinking about working on. I've kind of given up on the map design that I had because it's just way too big, and I could MC edit it down, but I don't feel like I'm not as passionate about that design anymore. I had to think about this one, and I really like it, and I would love to hear your guys' thoughts. So I'm going to try to make this quick, as I've been blabbling on in the last couple of takes that I did. So the way it's going to work is the mountains are going to try to be like a figure eight. I just expanded this out a lot more to try to fit in a decent yin-yang-ish picture. I'll talk about that later. So the first half of the circle is a big forest. I wanted to put saplings, but they grew really annoying. So in this forest, there's also going to be trees with these bookshelves in it, and they're going to have written books in it. And they're going to be Easter eggs. So during the first prep day, dwarves can go out and look for these Easter eggs. They'll either be like little picture books, little journal entries of what I did while I was building this, um, just things to go explore. So basically, when you've played this map quite a few times, you can go out hunting for these. There's also going to be a rain temple here on the monster side of the river. So here's the river. There's going to be a wall with a shrine behind it, and I'll go talk about that over there. So we're going to have the Dwarven Wall. We're going to have the shrine right behind it, kind of like Hidden Valley, how that shrine is just boxed in. And then the river's going to have three stages. It'll be the light blue, the dark blue, and the red. So the light blue is what the water's always going to be. So there's always going to be a little bit of water. The monsters won't have to swim through much of this water, but it's going to be there. There's going to be two bridges. The main bridge, actually get my orange wool. So the main bridge is probably going to be, I don't know, 7 or 9 blocks wide, and it's going to be directly in front between mob spawn and the shrine. So that's where a lot of mobs are going to use. But then there's going to be a side path, and on the very right, or very left, depending if you're looking at it from the dwarves, there's going to be a very small bridge, probably 3 wide. I kind of took this design, well, not the idea from a map called Bellows. So there was a really main bridge, which a lot of people used, a really main wall, and then there was a side wall that not a lot of people used. So hopefully with this side wall, wolves, venom burners, spiderlings, maybe even some zombies who are persistent enough, they'll use this side bridge to get around and behind the dwarfs. So this side bridge, while it's out of the way a lot, it can be very important not to lose, because if you lose it, you're going to get people behind you. Also, the monsters can attack from anywhere if they just swim. So just because you have these two bridges doesn't mean that the monsters are going to go far right or far left and just attack this bit of the wall. So during the light blue, so during the day, the water's always going to be low. During the night time, however, the water is going to rise. And it's going to rise up to the level of the bridge. So it's going to have a day-night cycle, so the water will naturally rise and fall. It'll only probably rise a little bit. I don't want to make too much water spawn and despawn, because then it might lag people out while it's doing it. So I only want to do maybe 1 or 2 levels up and down. So after that, after this rising and spawning, there's also going to be that rain temple that I talked about. So red. Whoops. Pop. So this is going to be on the monsters side of the river, and it's going to be a little button that you can press, and this area will be region locked so dwarves can't mess with it. And it has a 5-minute cooldown, and what it will do is for 30 seconds it will make this flash flood that will cover the bridge. This isn't designed to actually kill the dwarfs. The idea with the flash flood is to get rid of torches on that side of the river and this side, and all the torches on the bridge. So the idea with the flash flood is to make dwarves waste resources. This would be really powerful at night, because then dwarves would have to replace the torches, especially if you got it twice in the same night. But yeah, that's the idea with the flash flood. So the water raises and falls, and then just random flash floods if you pray to the rain temple. So after that, mobs will spawn here. They'll come in to this yin yang thingy. So there's going to be a what is it? The second shrine's going to be dead set in the middle, and it's basically going to be a 2 or 3 story circle tower, and it's basically just going to be stairs, 3 wide, or 5 wide actually, running along the sides of the tower up to the final shrine. Nothing too fancy, but the idea with the yin yang is what I had is it works in with the sun and the moon temples. I had this idea of using lava and water to kind of make a yin yang and have these 2 temples, but then I thought big exposed sun and water and lava, a lot of people would get cranky at me, blah blah blah, really hard for the monsters to take. So I'm going to build these out of wool, and these 2 temples are going to be region locked. So dwarves and monsters can't mess with them. And the way it works is very simple. These 2 temples allow 2 people to become really strong. With the Sun Temple, if you do choose to become the Sun Warrior, during the daytime, you will get a strength buff. So whenever it's day, you will get strength. But during nighttime, you will get weakness. And the night is the same but opposite. So during the day, you'll get weakness, but during night, you'll get strength and night vision. Those buffs will be cycling buffs, kind of like 4 seconds like the wolf strength. So those 2 kind of go together. Oops. Because it is weakness, I guess you can kind of get away with it by using a bow to kind of get away from the weakness. But yeah, the strength and the weakness match each other up. So hopefully when one's strong, the other's weak. I was thinking about possibly using light levels instead of day and night, but then the torches might stuff that up too much. I was just thinking day and night cycle because then I always know, well, one's good, the other's not. So yes, those are the 2 temples. These will take a bit of command blocking work because what I want it to happen is I want it to say in chat that this person has become, or player X has become, say, the Sun Warrior. I want their name to be changed to like a gold, not a golden name, but maybe like a, I don't know, a different colored name. Maybe just a light yellow, not a dark gold yellow like heroes. Because if you're going to choose this, I want you to have a big target on your back. People are going to go for you. And yeah, I'm not sure if I can get some, I'll try to get some fireworks to spawn. Probably a yellow star for the sun, maybe like a blue, maybe a white large ball. It's kind of like the moon. But yeah, so the dwarves around here, because this is an ancient religion thing, they're just going to build all over the place. So as much as this is a big yin-yang, you're not going to see a lot of it. There'll be houses, there'll be farms, there'll be little pockets, and there'll be small quarries. So I'm not going to have one large quarry, I'm going to have smaller quarries. So I might have an area where I have 100 gravel here and I have 100 gravel there. So you can't just go to one spot to get all your gravel because the gravel pits will run out really fast, but there'll be quite a few of them. That's the same with the lumbers. I'll probably have like lumber pits and then oil pits around the place. So yes, after this second shrine, which will be the tower, the mobs can attack the 3rd shrine, which is at the back of the 8. And this is a mine shaft. And the way it works is it's a straight hall, but then it splits off in 2, and these are going to split off kind of like the Thordoront shrines, where it's tunnels, not halls. Then they're going to join back up together, and it's going to be a small push to get to the final shrine. I like it having 2 ways. What I think might happen though is they'll block that up, like they did with Hidden Valley. But yeah, I would like to have 2 ways for the monsters to attack rather than just one. Time set day it. Time set day. But yeah, that's my idea. I have a really big forest with enough Easter eggs to make people search for them if they want to. I have the river that rises and falls with the sun and the moon, and a flash flood which can take out lots of torches around the outside if you've wasted them. I have my big tower, circular tower in the middle of a yin-yang that you won't see, as my second shrine with the sun and the moon temples to make 2 people really strong. And then I'm just going to have some pretty easy proc tunnels to help defend it in. This one will be very bow heavy. This one will probably be bow heavy. Actually, no, this one will be mixed because as much as you can use bows in the tower, the monsters still have to climb the stairs, so you can use swords or a bow. Either swords for when they bust through, but bows to kind of prevention. So yeah, I guess bows, swords and bows, and just swords. So it's kind of a more balanced map as well. I'd like to hear your thoughts about this. I'm really excited about this map because I think it looks really nice. Um, there's a lot more command block work for me with this map though. That's the one thing I'm a little bit scared about. But hopefully it's not too bad. It's going to make me cry, isn't it? But yeah, thanks for watching. Please tell me your comments. It's your Sergeant, signing out.